I'm Ellie Desopoulos.
And I'm Becca Hain. And we're here to talk to you about
Shanghai Girls by Lisa See. We decided to read this book because it's a thrilling adventure story that chronicles the pains and hardships of the Japanese invasion of Shanghai, of American Chinese identity, and the struggle of poverty and immigration.
So this story can be classified as historical fiction because it's not an exact account of what happened, but it is something that could have possibly happened.
We thought this was a really good portrayal of the Japanese invasion of Shanghai and its effects on people throughout China, and this book specifically profiled two girls from the bourgeois class of Shanghai.
Which basically means they were of higher class and never really had to work. They just kind of got whatever they wanted because their parents had a fortune, basically.
So we'll give you a quick summary of what the book is about.
The two girls, May and Pearl, were used to getting everything they wanted. But when their father lost all his fortune to gambling, he had to sell them, his two most prized possessions, as brides to be able to pay off their debt.
These girls, sadly, at the time of the Japanese invasion, were forced to flee to the United States to go marry their paper husbands so they could become paper wives, which is basically a term for the illegal immigration of Chinese people to the United States because they had no other way to get to the United States.
When they arrive, they find that while the men are rich in Chinese money, they aren't in American money. So the girls are forced to work for the first time in their lives.
They go from the highest tier of society to being the poorest of the poor in a country that is not their own.
Add in an illegitimate child, some love scandals, and you have
Shanghai Girls.
We think you would like this book if you like drama, if you like romance, though it wasn't really romantic, there were some love scandals. And if you just enjoy looking at what people's lives were like and history.
It shows the troubles and it really shows the emotion and heartbreak, happiness, sadness, highs and lows that all these people had to endure.
We thought we would film here because we really enjoy the outside and it's a really nice day. But we also went to a Shanghainese restaurant, Royal China, and we did some filming there.
When they came to the U.S., they worked in a Chinese-American restaurant, so we'll also hopefully get some of the taste of that as well. We tried lots of Shanghainese favorites that really show the culture, because a huge part of the book also does talk about food and how at the beginning of the book the two girls were eating meat every day. In some parts of the world it shows a lot of high class to be eating meat every day. And at the end of the book, they were cooking food for other people. So it just shows another stark contrast. And I think that's a really important main idea of the book. Just contrast between rich, poor, Chinese, American, and just the struggle of maintaining these different ideals in different parts of the world.
I think one of my favorite themes of the book, which kind of goes off of what Ellie said, was that the two girls are forced into a whole new identity. They are no longer important. They no longer feel really wanted in a way because they went from being some girls who were highly valued and many men would love to be married to girls that were scorned and seen as people who could be sort of terrorists because the Japanese were bombing Shanghai and they are illegal, and suddenly they are seen as what they used to be seen as, which was people of value. Now enjoy fun scenes from the restaurant. Slide into it! We're trying to figure out what we want to eat. So, look at this. Shanghai Jiao pork. I probably really butchered that, but look how great that is. Oh, and Shanghai Jiao Fu. Yeah, didn't do better on that one either. Don't laugh at me. But yeah, that's probably what we're going to be ordering.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Exciting.
So here are the ladies that make the dumplings working. So you see the stuff? See how it looks like meat? Yeah. It's not actually meat. It's gluten. It's gluten. They made it look like meat. They made gluten look like meat.
And it
The
tastes like
greatest
meat.
invention ever.
Yes,
Like,
it's
thank
delicious.
you. Vegetarians, all I'm saying.